Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The long off-season has finally and mercifully come to an end, and we're ready to open a new campaign. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Akron's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Need. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. On the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Zips in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll keep it himself. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Let's talk about Ackman. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport like that.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the Zips can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Penn. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. And the Zips moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Penn. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
you definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't, a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Carter. And the defense settled in. That one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Grab near the marker. It's Akbar. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here we go. On the run, it's Carter. Who got the first down, looking for more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to pass. It's Need. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Zips want to move quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks, it's Soto. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays. Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, in 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Makes a catch at the 10. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Need. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. That had all the makings of a pick six, and it just turned into a completion.
Oh, man, you throw that out route, you're sitting there, you're waiting on it, you get your hand on it, and they still complete it. Man, that could have been a huge play for the defense, but instead, the offense gets the completion.
Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Laporta. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Wants to throw. It's Need. Got his man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. There he goes. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
First down, roughing the passer.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Back to pass, it's Penn. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Soto. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Zips will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know.
Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Need. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking downfield, it's Need. Catch in the middle, it's Akbar. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Going to the run, it's Laporta. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Zips will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Need. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical because If he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Forced out of the pocket. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quarterback running on the draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
He'll toss it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Finds his big tight end. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to TCU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's got the back in the middle. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough. And you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Runs for the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, it's Penn. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Now this offense is back on the field. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll do it himself on the draw. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Now on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.